Hello everyone, it's Keith at Scheider Farms, and we're out here on this beautiful, gorgeous fall day. It's early November, and we're out here getting some cleanup done. And first thing I want to talk about are leaves. It's always a huge thing in the fall, trying to get the leaves up. Right now, a lot of trees, some trees have lost all their leaves, some trees still have a lot of leaves left on them. So it's kind of a battle. Do I wait until they're all down, or do I go ahead and get some of them cleaned up? My advice is, if you got a nice day, to go ahead and get started and get some of the stuff cut back, get some of the leaves cleaned up that are already down. And I want to start by cutting some stuff back. These are hosta, and hosta have to be cut back. Otherwise, you'll just have, during the winter, it's just a bunch of mush. So it'll stay wet. You could probably get some crown rot and some different things going on that aren't good for the plant. So if we get our hosta cut back and some of the other things cut back, and I like to cut them back all the way to the ground, you know, maybe an inch from the ground, but pretty much all the way. So by doing that, you can see how the leaves collected around there. By getting some of this vegetation out of the way, your leaves that are going to come down yet will blow off, or are a lot easier to rake up. So if they don't blow away, you can get the leaf blower out or the rake and clean the rest of them up a lot easier by having this out of your way. A couple other things. Some of these tall plants, there's a couple different thoughts on these. Sometimes I like to leave them up just to have something standing in the winter. And then also some of the seed heads, like birds like yellowfinch or goldfinches, love to eat. So you can leave some of that, or you can cut it back. If it's close to your house, I would probably err on cutting a lot of it back and get rid of some of the leaves. Another problem with the leaves is they do hold bugs. You know, we got a lot of ladybugs that people complain about all the time. They're in our house right now. So the leaves just give those another place to hide, and some bad bugs too. So I get rid of those when they're close to the house. I just feel like we don't need any extra places for some of the bad bugs to hide. So, and it gives you a neater and tidier look. Some other things that I like to leave, we have some sedum over here, and this is one plant that I do like to leave in the winter. They usually have strong stems, they'll stand well, and they have some winter interest with the dried flowers. Another great thing that I love to leave are the grasses, and grasses are fabulous in the winter. And in the fall too, they get frost on them and it looks really cool in the mornings. The snow looks good on them, and it's just a great plant for winter interest, even though they're not green anymore, but they still look great. Another thing that you can do in the fall is maybe clean up some of your shrubs, and I'm going to talk about hydrangea just for a minute. And this is a paniculata type, it's firelight. So we got all these flowers, and honestly, I think you could leave them if you wanted to, but if you want to get rid of them just to tidy up a little bit, what we want to do is follow some of these back and cut them back just ahead of a branch, and just get rid of some of these flowers, and maybe shape the shrub up a little bit so it's, you know, it might be longer on one side or have a wild branch, and just get rid of some of that and even them up a little bit. And you might even have not good enough flowers to take inside as dried flowers. One of the perennials that we definitely like to leave, or need to leave, are hellebores. They're kind of a evergreen, semi-evergreen, so we want to leave those. It protects them over the winter, and it gives us some green throughout the season. So that's one that we definitely want to leave. And we want to encourage you to get out there, get your leaves cleaned up, get some perennials cut back, and enjoy this beautiful fall weather, and we'll see you next time.